Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Sean Diddy Combs' appeal that is upcoming. Because in case you guys don't know, the defense brief is due on December 23rd. And it's been said that this documentary that 50 Cent released may have some impact on his appeal. Now, please note that when they appeal, like when the defense give their briefing and, the prosecutor, they're going to respond to that as well. And then a panel of judge, they're going to sit down and review the case because Diddy is saying, there was some irregularities during the trial, right? He's saying, he never paid for any, and no one can say that Diddy paid them directly. So why is he being charged on the Mann Act? So what the judges will have to do, and it's going to be a panel of judge, they're going to review the case and they're going to look at the case today, compare it with other cases, and they're going to look at the potential of how the case will look 5 to 10 years down the line. And if there's any adjustment to be made, they're going to do so. And they have to look at it from a legal standpoint and not the point of the public's opinion. But there's one thing the documentary will surely do is to reinforce, because even though they may not bring public opinion into their deliberation and they may not say it, one thing the documentary is reinforcing in everyone is that Sean Diddy Combs has a pattern, and he has a pattern of people dying around him. He has a pattern of bullying people. He has a pattern of getting his ways. And another thing as well, Cassie told us that he never admit to anything, and everything that Cassie said about him has proven to be correct up to this point. If you don't catch him doing it, and if you don't present the evidence to the world to say, here's the evidence, he did it, he's gonna consistently lie and lie right through his teeth. And there's one thing we know that those judges are gonna see is every time he was asked about Tupac Shakur's death, he was saying no with the lips, but laughing with the eyes, and eventually smirking with the lips. Same thing he did when he was asked about Biggie's death, said no with the lips, laughing with the eyes, and eventually smirking with the lips. If I caught it, and if the people on TikTok caught it, the judges do catch up on that. So while the public's opinion is not being used, this documentary is gonna reinforce that Diddy is a man who is involved in nefarious acts, and he always tends to get away and have his way. And I believe as such, the documentary is gonna reinforce the fact that he's guilty here, and he throws rocks and hides his hand and ensures that other people's hands are seen while his hand is hidden behind those people, because that's what he did. He gave Cassie the money to make the payment. He was the mastermind behind it. Because he's arguing, saying that he never paid anyone. You never paid anyone, but you gave Cassie the money to pay someone. Where would Cassie be getting the money from when there were times you took away money from Cassie, you demanded payment from Cassie's parent, you took away all the luxury items that you bought Cassie. So where was Cassie getting the money to pay these people when she never had a job? And who has the tapes? Diddy. So he won't be able to get off it. There's so much in the documentary to reinforce everything that Cassie has said. So, he's not going to get off. The documentary is just going to reinforce that he's everything that Cassie told the world he is, and a lot more. So the appeal, it has been expedited. His brief is due December. So his legal team is the defense. So their brief is due December 23rd, 2025 this year. And then the government's response is due February 20th, 2026. His reply is due March 13th, 2026, and the oral arguments. So the final oral arguments are expected on early in April. Early in April, right? He had asked for a speedy appeal, which is rare, and the court granted it to him because they're saying it's only right that they do that. They can expedite the appeal because he has spent a little bit over a year behind bars, and he has been sentenced to 50 months. And they're saying normally if they don't expedite it, it can take even up to the next 2 years or a year and a half for him to get the appeal. And they're saying, if there's any change in the judgment, because they're saying that this appeal could potentially get him to serve the remaining portion of his sentence in a half house or home detention. Home. He should not go home. If he goes home, a lot of people are going to die. So I don't think they're going to do that. Know that this documentary is out. So I do believe that the judicial system, while the court of public opinion cannot have any effects or impact on his appeal, I believe it's going to reinforce that this man is involved in crime. This man always tends to have his way in everything. So he's not going to get away. The documentary, it may not bring more charges, but like hell, it will reinforce everything that Cassie said Diddy is and a lot more. The documentary will be the reinforcement behind all of that. But that's all I have to say about that in this video. Let me know what's your take, and while you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.